Ugh. What the hell? As if those last two games against Vancouver weren't enough. The Leafs get up against Winnipeg tonight and then get come back on again. Now, much like the two Vancouver games beforehand, the Leafs should have won this game. Actually, of all three of those games, the Leafs should have won this one most of all. I felt that in Vancouver, the Leafs were the better team in both of those games, but in the first game ran into a hot goalie and just couldn't break through. In the second game, had a lead and just kind of let it go and blew it. In this one, they blew a lead again, but it was like, what more can they do, right? Like, they started off good. They got an early goal from Hyman, and they kept on building each period, building, more momentum, more shots, more zone time, and yet they still ended up losing a lead and losing the game in the end. So the way it went, like I said, Hyman got the Leafs on the board early, 7-8 minutes in, I think it was, something like that. Leading a 3-on-2 rush or something like that, or a 3-on-3 maybe, I don't remember, but he was carrying the puck kind of more towards the right wing with a guy beside him, a guy across the ice, and one of the Winnipeg defensemen, instead of taking Hyman, he kind of shifted off and took the guy beside him on the wing that didn't have the puck, and Hyman was just like, speed burst, right? Like, press the C button, and he went right to the net, flipped it to the backhand, and then beat Hellebuck on a nice little speed burst net drive sort of thing. So Leafs were up early 1-0. Good start all around, playing well, got a goal. Not much later, 5 minutes later, Winnipeg scored. Sorry, tried to hold that one in, didn't work. Even things up at 1, but later in the period, Leafs would go on the power play, and Matthews parked out in front, got his stick on a high shot, and tipped it past Hellebuck. So they went to the break up 2-1, and things were looking really good. In the second, they continued to roll, but Winnipeg would strike twice and would take a 3-2 lead. And it was like, what the hell is going on? Third period started, Winnipeg scored again. Now they're up, what is it, 4-2. And it was funny because the Leafs just kept getting better and better and better, yet Winnipeg was the one scoring all the goals. A lot of the goals Winnipeg scored were kind of tips and deflections and stuff, so it wasn't much Fred could do about that. It was just the odd chance they got, they seemed to be able to convert on, and there's not much you can do about pucks changing direction at the last second, right? That's just the way it goes. But it really set up for an exciting finish that unfortunately didn't see all the way through, but set up definitely quite an interesting finale there. So the Leafs pulled Freddie with a few minutes left or something like that, and they were working it around the zone, getting lots of shots. Hellebuck was really holding them in there, and finally Tavares, I think from behind the net or the corner or something like that, fed Matthews right in front of the net, and he tucked it in, and that made it 4-3. And they still had, I think, over a minute and a half maybe left, and they got more chances again, but Hellebuck made some sparkling saves, and the Leafs fell short in the end. So you look at the stats on this one, the shots were 39-23. They were close to doubling them in a way. Winnipeg had to block 15 shots. The Leafs only had to block 4. They destroyed them on face-offs. Both power plays went 1 for 2. The only thing Winnipeg did beat them in was hits, which isn't unusual for the Leafs to lose the hit battle, right? So it was just an all-in-all Leaf domination, but Winnipeg just converted on their chances with some tips and stuff, and they couldn't, they broke Hellebuck for 3 goals, but they couldn't break him for a 4th to at least try and send it to overtime and see if they could pick up a point in the extra frame. So it was just one of those games, where they had some bad luck. They had faced some good goaltending and were the better team, but should have won, but didn't. So And this is a prime example here now. These past few games, this is the first time, by the way, the Leafs have lost 3 games in a row this season, and the first time since Sheldon Keefe took over the team as the head coach after they fired Babs last November or whatever it was, that they've lost 3 games. So that's kind of something to note. But when you lose 3 games like that, where you were the better team each game and should have won, pretty soon the wins will start coming again, and it's just one of those kind of things that happens, and you need to, it's everything evening out and stuff, right? So I'm sure they'll win the next game. I can't stop me. I gotta go get a rock star and get it in me, a stat, or else I'm gonna lose the whole night and get nothing done. So, but anyways, hard luck for the Leafs. Great effort. Guys were flying out there, lots of speed. Lots of skilled plays, lots of chances, but that's the way the game goes. So we'll try again on Wednesday. Till then.